For the last 30 years, I've been a CPA and a financial advisor, grounded in numbers and facts. But I also live in a world full of feelings as a writer, a painter, and the creator behind YouTube's fiercely creative Tidy Island channel. Hi, I'm Jim Germer. That tug of war between logic and creativity is why I'm here. Recently, something happened on the channel that was a total gut punch of a moment. It challenged everything I thought I knew about creating. It made me ask, was I chasing clicks? Was I being authentic? Diving head first into authentic creation caused me to unlock something big. This is a secret for all creators, CEOs, and any person chasing reality. I think the old masters knew this. It's the one thing that cuts through total digital noise today. Ready for it? It's called emotional truth.
Let's rewind to where it all began, the Tidy Island channel. Our very first video, my dog Atticus, doing this hilarious backwards strut. I thought we'd struck viral gold. Turns out, not so much. We barely cracked 20 views. Talk about humble pie. But here's the kicker, that silly little video, over time, Atticus's backward shuffle racked up more than 6,800 views. That's when it clicked. When you keep it real, your folks show up. So Janine and I jumped in with both feet, letting the camera catch every bit of our wild, unfiltered chaos. It was messy, it was real, it was honest, and wouldn't you know it, the views started to roll in. But then came the moment that changed everything. I've been traveling in Florida for decades. Nothing captures the raw joy of old Florida life like Robbie's of Isla Mirada. It's a real wild dock where Janine, me, and even friends feed the giant tarpon. It's messy, it's authentic, it's a perfect unscripted memory. So I snapped a quick photo of that dock for a thumbnail. Then I tossed it into an AI and boom, the image came back flawless, bold, almost too perfect. The AI didn't just touch it up, it flipped the fish's direction and even edited out faces, making everyone look staged and crystal clear. Suddenly, my real photo, the true honest memory, looked flat and forgettable next to the AI's masterpiece. That hit me hard. My eyes loved the AI's version, but my gut twisted with doubt. The paradox wasn't about real versus fake anymore. It was all about what feels true. That's the new frontier, emotional truth, and that's why we're here now. I realized this creation, this uncanny ability to synthesize flawless feeling needed a name. I call it the digital soul. Stop the scroll. I'm practically choking on the world's obsession with cold, hard facts. So get this, I popped emotional truth into Wikipedia, the so-called encyclopedia of everything. Guess what popped up? Nada, zilch. That page, nowhere to be found. Even the mighty gatekeeper of facts just shrugs at our new reality. That silence, it proves the old rules are shifting. The facts are stumbling way behind our feelings now. And that's where we jump in. We're the ones who get to write the new definition together. And for me, the journey always starts on the canvas. My paintings aren't about facts. They're about feeling, about capturing that perfect memory. And that's not just me. This is how the great masters did it too. What I was doing on my canvas? Well, it's part of a tradition that's been around for centuries. I think Picasso nailed it. Art is a lie that tells the truth. Well, look, Van Gogh didn't just paint the world outside his window. He painted his own emotions. The sky and stars swirl with energy, not accuracy. That wild, unreal sky was his way of showing us exactly how he felt inside. And it goes even deeper. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't at the Last Supper, obviously. There was no cameras. He dreamed up a scene so packed with drama, it feels real. Sometimes the emotional truth matters way more than the facts. Same thing with Ecce Homo, which just means behold the man. It's not about getting history exactly right. It's about sparking something deep inside us, making you really feel the weight of the story.
Stop the scroll. I'm practically choking on the world's obsession with cold, hard facts. So get this. I popped emotional truth into Wikipedia, the so-called encyclopedia of everything. Guess what popped up? Nada, zilch. That page, nowhere to be found. Even the mighty gatekeeper of facts just shrugs at our new reality. That silence, it proves the old rules are shifting. The facts are stumbling way behind our feelings now. And that's where we jump in, because we're the ones who get to write this new definition together.
This is a seismic shift. It's no longer about artists adding some brushstrokes anymore. AI can conjure up whole new worlds and make them look totally real. This has been a game changer. Now we're in deeper waters. It's not just about art anymore. Suddenly we're facing big moral and spiritual questions. If AI can just dial up and remix our feelings at will, what can we truly anchor our lives to? To get some real answers, I went to someone who lives and breathes ethical wisdom, a voice rooted in centuries of searching for what's true. Rabbi Brenner.
We all have an emotional truth within us, and that is wonderful for expressing ourselves in art, but it's dangerous as a guide to living our lives. It's especially dangerous when we see our truth as the only truth. That is how society and trust falls apart.
Like a thunderbolt. When we lose our grip on what's real, we're caught in a moral freefall. Let me pull you right in the heart of how that crisis shakes up my world. A few months ago, someone threw me a curveball. Could AI create a painting that truly captures the electricity of real, intimate love, even making us question if real love itself still matters in this digital age? So, I took one of my rawest memories, Janine and me, tucked away in that mountain cabin, and tossed it to the AI, letting it cook up its own digital version. Just look at the difference. My canvas, messy, imperfect, and raw, soaked in human effort and the real vulnerable trust. The AI's take, well, it spit out a flawless, gorgeous scene of perfect safety. The ultimate risk-free intimacy. That right there is the digital soul at its glossiest, most seductive. Now, here's the real danger. The AI nails the vibe of love, probably stealing from my own messy human painting, but skips all the vulnerable chaos that it actually takes to earn that kind of safety in real life. This is the big ethical showdown. Do we settle for the perfect fantasy on a screen? Or do we fight like hell to hang on to the messy, imperfect truth, the kind you only get from living and loving for real?
A ship in a storm needs a lighthouse, a fixed point to guide it. But if we ourselves become our own lighthouse, then we are just adrift in the chaos. To live a moral life, we need a fixed point of certainty outside of ourselves and not just rely on the vagaries of our own emotions.
The Rabbi's message is the final word on the matter. It speaks to the ultimate consequences. If you build your life on a convenient fantasy, you'll slowly lose your ability to distinguish it from your own true self. So here's the rule I live by, and I use it to help me make all my major life choices. Emotional truth is a tool, not a foundation. I use this wild power to make connections with Janine, me, and to you. But I never allow it to blind me to the truth that lives beyond my own reflection. That is going to be the ethical battle for our generation. So much vital information. Let me tell you about the next two videos in our trilogy. Next, we tackle the digital soul, how AI is redefining what it means to be human. And finally, is emotional truth a lie? The creator's dilemma. Thanks so much for joining me,
and let's go out and define this new reality together.